What's going on, guys? 79 Twitch coming to you to give the PAP M92pv pistol review. Woo! Alright. First impressions, awesome. Few things I wish this thing had. First of all, chrome line barrel. Second, 14x1 left hand threads. Third, bayonet look. But they don't make them, so anyway, back to the relevancy. It's a good gun. So far, I put 90 rounds through it, and it functioned perfectly, 100% after the first, 5-6 rounds. The 5th or 6th round, the bolt carrier came back and went back forward. I did not take a round out of the magazine. I don't know if the bolt actually came back all the way, or if it just kind of came back halfway, just enough to eject the empty shell and then went forward. I don't know if I limp wristed it. I don't know if not enough gas went up in the gas block to shove the bolt back. I don't know if the bolt just missed the round completely. I mean, it's beyond me. But that was the first magazine I put in it. The second magazine ran perfectly fine, and then my third 30 I put in it. I recorded. This thing is a freaking cannon. It was just a giant ball of fire and death at the end of the muzzle of this thing. The video I got up on YouTube, up on my channel, does not give this gun justice. For whatever reason, you can only see a handful of fireballs when I shoot. Actually stand there holding the gun, every single shot was this massive flaming ball right here, right in your face. I did bump fire this thing. It does have a it don't. It has a double hook trigger. You can tell by the two little cuts right there, as opposed to this Wasser that only has the one cut. You can kind of see the difference where the trigger goes into the receiver, for those of you that didn't know. Has a hinged dust cover, which I've already shown you. Push the button in and it flips up, it hinges. I will do that again for you because I'm a nice guy. This thing is so hard to do left hand, or with one hand. There we go. See how it hinges? Can't take it nowhere. And then it disassembles just like any other AK. To put it back together, pretty much all you do is just grab it, boom, it's back together, good as new. Unlike the Wasser, where the dust cover comes off. Well-built well-built pistol. No real complaints with it. Besides the fact that it's got a different thread muzzle on there, which sucks. I don't like how they wrote out fire and safe on the receiver. And I don't like the fact that it has a standard steel barrel. It's not chrome line like the Wasser or the AMD 65. It's all steel. So buyer beware. If you get one of these, try not to shoot corrosive ammo. If you do, clean it immediately. I heard Windex does good. I don't know. I've never had it. Well, I take that back. My Polish had a straight steel barrel. But usually I don't worry about anything because I don't shoot any corrosive ammo. But it's always a good idea to, if you do anything, just scrub your barrel. You don't want that rusting and pitting out on you and then your accuracy goes, and it just slowly eats away at your barrel, and then it could be dangerous if your barrel starts decomposing, I guess you could say. Another thing I really don't like at all is the fact that there is a lack of a second sling point. The first one I could deal with. So this little bitty ass small little loop. Just put a key ring in there, it'll get the job done. There is absolutely nowhere to put another sling mount. Now, I have seen you can get an adapter that goes right in here. It comes up and it bends up behind the receiver for another sling point. Though I know those are for the Dracos, or they're for the Dracos. I don't know if they'll fit on this Serbian PAP M92. I don't know if that would fit. I don't know if it's like the same thing or not. But I took some shoelace and wrapped it around the thing and cranked this thing tight. And honestly, when you're shooting, you don't even know it's there. It's got a little dot sight that flips. Right there. I guess it's for, I don't know if they put that in there for pistol sights or for tritium night sights. You got the same sights right. Well, you got the same sights right here with a 2 for 200 meters. Then you got just a regular one for 400 meters. I keep it on 200 meters because you can pick up the sights pretty quick. And honestly, I think 200 meters is pushing the range of this thing. Now the rounds will travel that far and well beyond it, but accurately I have doubts on. There's a well-built receiver. The only thing with the rivets is this one right here in the corner. It looks like they put it in a little too hard, but as opposed to the Wasser where all of them have been put in too hard, that's not a big deal. Other side, they did the other side fine. Everything came out great. I think it's a pretty good deal for these. I mean, they're like $675 or something like that. Depending on where you get them, you might be able to get them for a little bit closer to $600, but I'm not for sure. For anybody worried about mag wobble, this thing has no mag wobble whatsoever. Got a little front and back. I don't know if you can see that. A little front and back, not a big deal. But as for side to side, there isn't any at all. But surprisingly, the magazine is really easy to get in and out. So that is a quality mag weld. And then as you can see, I have absolutely no problem putting it in left-handed. I'm right-handed, so I have absolutely no issues putting it in with my left hand at an awkward angle, one-handed. So I am like I said, I am wanting to get a different muzzle brake on it, the crank muzzle brake, and I'm going to actually look at getting this SBR'd. I'd probably go ahead and jump on it, but serial numbers right there, and to SBR it with what I want to do, I want to get the underfolder stock. The underfolder stock is going to cover up some of that, so I have to move it. So I'm going to have to get those punches you could buy with letters on them, letters and numbers and whatnot, to move the serial number, which I can't move the serial number unless I am considered the builder of this thing. And to be considered the builder of it, you got to put in an SBR stamp and say you're going to put the buttstock on it, and it's a mess. Also, with putting the underfolder stock on it, this just has a regular squared off trunnion. I don't know if I could drill through this and the trunnion, or if I actually got to take these rivets out and get a whole new trunnion